No. So yeah. Give me a sec. Turn on that. So oops, so don't do that. So out there we go. Make sure volume's off on the phone. No. There we go. Open up VTube Studio. Where's record? There it is. There's the cord from my phone. No. V-Bridge are connected. Need to turn on StreamBot. Then while that's doing that, I'm gonna start copy pasting the link and stuff. Reload VTube Studio server. Look, connect to the phone. There we go. Okay. Strain this out. So there. That's better. Okay. There's that. So ignore the noise right there. Moving stuff around a bit. God, my setup is messy sometimes. It works for me. That's all that matters. Okay. Almost fully ready. Yeah. I'll open up the game while I do this last part. Make sure Remote's reloaded. Log it out. Log it in. Make sure it's connected right here. Log in and activate. There we go. Oops. Did not mean to open up that. Make sure it's on Act 3. Or whatever. Probably land on Act 3. Okay. Let's continue. So, Project be safe for go load. Yeah, let's do a load instead. Shit. I never though missed that. Let me try something. If I load the autosave, can I just get back to where it shows the other thing? Please? Nope. Let me see if I can pull up that no, through YouTube or something, you know? Ooh, wait. Trails. Oh, it did make some. For the demo. Let's see here. Nelly, no. Does that make the Act 3 one? Act 3. Not that I can see. Oh well. I don't want to go into someone's Let's Play Find a Piece, so we're just not gonna worry about that. Well, either way, let me just grab my wheel. Trails Route Picker. This time it is Dan and Kevin. So pull up the green color. There we go. Okay. There's that up and now spin the wheel. Where it lands, nobody knows. And we are doing Kevin first. Okay. I'd be versions 50-50, so yeah. I'm just gonna change it back over to what I would normally use, just in case I have it for later. Nobody's even chose their team though, so yeah. Kevin, Route 2, Expose Sin. No. Act 3, Countdown to Ominous much? July 10th, 6:40 p.m. Of course, they're a really lame day for this one.
Let's get inside.
Something looked off there with that thunder.
My merchandise.
Don't see this every day.
No, you do not. So. Especially in a desert. So. July 10th, 9:05. So. I just realized something now. I forgot to get the Basel Institute of Science teleport point, didn't I? Whatever. Okay.
The evidence found beneath the Basel Observatory is irrefutable. The hour of arbitration approaches. Seeing as both Father Leon and Mother Celise have decided to act of their own accord, however, I doubt I've any need for concern. But if you find yourself in a similar mindset, leaving you unwilling to perform your duty...
No, I'll do what needs to be done. No real reason to worry about them either. They're dominions. They can't turn their backs on their stigmas.
While I'd like to believe this issue limited to just the two of them, I'm not entirely convinced. In any event, I have said all that needs saying. I shall await your final judgment. Keep your guard up, Father Kevin. You're likely to meet with interference in the coming days.
Yeah, understood.
That was the Grump from Iscariot, right? The vice captain?
They're heretic hunters.
Yep.
I take it that means there's been some movement over in Basel then.
I think I heard him mention something about a fight there too. Against Celise, Leon, and a few outside forces?
The Thor's alumni, perhaps. I believe they're
Sounds
in
like
Basel
it.
at the moment as well. But as for why such a clash took place,
Yeah.
well, I assume the answer lies in whatever secrets they found beneath the observatory.
True.
Guess there's a benefit to keeping a bunch of busybodies around. Saves me the trouble of having to explain everything.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, though, you're right on the mark. Iscariot's investigating the matter as we speak, meaning I still can't say anything definitive. But just know that her crimes didn't stop at Tharbad. She's been deceiving the whole of Zemuria.
Deceiving, huh?
Oh,
Not
great.
really a word I wanted to hear.
I think you can stop dancing around her name already, though. We all know who you're talking about. One of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples. And
Yep.
Katra's grandmother, no less. She even personally helped us out during the Crimson Grendel incident.
Professor Hamilton, though.
Professor Latoya Hamilton. She's the heretic you're charged with hunting down, isn't she?
Yeah.
I had assumed that was the case, but it is nonetheless shocking to hear you admit it.
Is it? Can't say I knew her very well personally.
Quite shocking, yes. You see, the 3 disciples are some of the most influential figures in Zemurian history.
Yep. All the big tech heads. Railroads, airships, orbital vehicles, communication devices, weapons, even the manufacturing industry and the orbital network. All foundation of modern society are only made possible through the work of 3 disciples. And while it's true that Professor Epstein established the blueprints for these creations, his pupils were the ones to turn these concepts into reality. Of the 3, Professor Russell has worked focused largely on orbital technology, and Schmidt found his niche in the military. And then there's Professor Hamilton. Her research has centered primarily on environmental issues, and she's used it to help the world over whether it's improving North Ambronian soil, aiding against both the desertification of the east and the deforestation of the central east. Well, she's done all that and more, which is why so many view her as something of a heavenly mother. Honestly, if I felt it was only a matter of time until the church had her canonized as a saint. About that, wasn't quite sainthood, but the church likes to award Septium Crest to those who have maintained peace and prosperity in Samaria. We tried giving her one a few times, but she's always turned us down. Ugh. And I could probably guess why, too. Yeah, I must have known her actions weren't exactly award-worthy. I think I'm starting to understand why this is so surprising to everyone. But you, I mean, the church has already decided he needs to be executed, right? More or less, yeah. Her fate's not exactly set in stone, but things definitely seem to be headed in that direction. So, what do you want to do, kid? What do you kids want to do? Though, I doubt I even need to ask. You're right, you don't. All the heretic stuff aside, we have to figure out what she's up to. Anyway. Yeah, especially knowing that the church is involved. That's like always the first time of trouble for Zeramonia. And we can't turn a blind eye to trouble. But that doesn't mean we're committed to your mission till the end, though. Don't mind lending a hand for a bit, though. Oh, no worries. I totally won't stab you in the back or anything. Okay, note to self, watch your background, Nadia. Yes, please do, Kevin. But seriously, thanks for the help. I'll be counting on you tomorrow. What, are we going investigating again? I thought we found everything we needed already. Oh, but I guess there still is that thing they were talking about at the end of the memory.
After all, the way things are now is all due to the unforgivable deception I performed. I replaced what should have been with an observational outcome of my own.
Anyway, you still where I think you are, Professor? I'll head over now.
Thank you. And by the way, I'd like to return to Basel within the day I'll open the path once I know you're near.
I imagine they must have been referring to the location where she initially performed this reality shift. Perhaps somewhere more conducive to the feat itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, wherever that location is, the church hasn't had any luck finding it either. So tomorrow we'll be splitting up to look for clues on our own.
Gotcha.
Business records, eyewitness testimonies, anything to get us where we need.
I was gonna suggest we get a head start tonight, but that storm outside's looking pretty bad. Doubt it'll be letting up anytime soon.
Actually, according to the recent forecast, the rain should be subsiding in the next few hours. Around 10.
Hopefully that means it'll be a little cooler tomorrow.
So, the rain's gonna be clearing up soon, huh?
I see someone's planning a little late-night excursion. Well, as I said before...
Wow. Are you serious right now? Oh, are you finally going to that strip club thing you mentioned?
Oh, of course.
Maybe you should cover your ears, Lapis.
Yes.
Look, it's not like I'm going for no reason, all right? Remember Sara? Apparently, she's gonna be performing as a special guest tonight. Figured it'd be rude if I didn't show up. You know, this...
Okay, now tell us why you're really...
Because I haven't seen strippers in ages, man! Real big!
No! No!
Thanks, that's all I needed.
Because I haven't... You set me up? Who are you even planning on sending that to? Front row seat so I can real big!
You recorded with the freaking bear, of course you did, huh? And frames dropping, okay. Okay, computer. change this back to 5. Then I'm gonna